Hi, I'm Stacy. Welcome to the kitchen of my old Kentucky home. Today on Bourbon and Biscuits, we're going nuts. We'll be making peanut brittle and a nutty bourbon cocktail. Let's get started. For our peanut brittle, here's what we'll need. 1 cup of peanuts, 1 cup of sugar, ½ cup light corn syrup, and 1 teaspoon each of butter, baking soda, and vanilla. Now I know people eat peanut brittle year-round. I particularly start to crave it in the fall and throughout the holidays. In fact, it makes a great gift. My husband's Uncle Gene makes a famous version that he brings to all our holiday occasions, and I'm not going to do that on camera. I'm going to put that in as a bonus recipe because we're going to make a really easy microwave version today. Another special ingredient we're going to use is bourbon vanilla. First thing we're going to do is take our sugar, and I'm using a cane sugar, an organic cane sugar today, so it's a little browner in color, and then just a light corn syrup. Oh, one more trick that I want to show you. When you're working with a corn syrup, I like to just coat a spatula because it's really sticky and it's a little easier to stir with. Just gonna pour that in there. And then we're gonna take this to the microwave a couple times, but we're gonna start by putting this in after we mix it for 4 minutes. After 4 minutes in the microwave, we're already getting sort of that light brownish caramel color. Now we're gonna add our teaspoon of butter and our bourbon vanilla. Oh yeah, can I already smell that working its bourbon magic. And we're gonna pop this back in the microwave for another minute. Now we'll add the 1 cup of peanuts. And we'll pop this back in the microwave for another 4 minutes. While we're waiting for our 4-minute microwave stage, we're gonna prep our baking sheet. Just any simple baking sheet. You can butter this, or if you just wanna use a spray. Okay, while this is nice and hot and bubbly, we're gonna do our last step, which is to add this baking soda. And this is gonna foam up really nicely. And we're simply going to spread this out on our baking sheet. You don't wanna touch this with your hand, not even to scrape off your spatula. It is at that candy stage, which is extremely hot. So that's just gonna have to stay on the spoon. And I don't like to spread it anymore. I just kind of like to let it all spread on its own. Okay, after about an hour, hour and a half, you can tell if your peanut brittle has set up nicely just by tapping it. Hear that? And I've already prepped my hands with a little butter because working with this, it's really sticky. And you're just gonna try to get under. Oh, that just slid right off there. Sometimes you have to push it around. That just slid. And all you're gonna do is break this little sucker into the size pieces that you like. So let's give it a try. Go. You're gonna lose some, but that's the fun part, the eating cleanup. I'm just gonna put them in our dish.
All right, you all, we really did go a little nuts today. We created a peanut butter bourbon cocktail. This is inspired by Stacy's peanut butter brittle, and it's also a little bit reminiscent of a White Russian or milk punch. So today we're gonna be using bourbon, of course. We've got chocolate bitters, half and half, and I made a peanut butter simple syrup. So to do this, I did 1 cup sugar, 1 cup water, heated that on the stove to dissolve the sugar, and then I added 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter to that, brought it all to a boil, and then just strained it and put it in my jar here. So here's how we're gonna make this cocktail. I'm going to do 1 ounce of this peanut butter syrup. Obviously this is a little thicker than your simple syrup is gonna be, so we're gonna try to get this really nice and shaken up in here. I'm gonna also do 1 ounce of the half and half. We've already got ice in the shaker here. And I'm gonna do 2 ounces of bourbon. And then I'm gonna do a few dashes of these Aztec chocolate bitters. I did about 8 there. Really like the flavor of that with this cocktail. Okay, we're gonna give all that a nice good shake to get it chilled. When you're doing a drink with milk or cream, it's nice to really give it a good shake because it also kind of gets it a little bit frothy and makes the texture really good. There we go. I got the top off there. All right, I'm gonna strain this out into a glass that we've got already prepared with ice in it. And then for garnish, I have crushed up, basically like pulverized some peanuts here. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of that on top to finish it off. There you have it. It's our peanut butter bourbon cocktail.
So I am dying to try this. It was such an interesting concept when you explained what it was going to be.
I don't think I've ever had a peanut butter cocktail before, but I think if you like peanut butter, you will really like this.
And you had fun making the simple syrup that went
Yeah,
with it. Okay.
yeah.
All right, so here we go.
All right.
Well, you can get a head off that peanut butter. Well, that is just nuts how much I like that.
It's kind of fun, right? It does kind of remind you of a peanut butter candy,
and it's not overly sweet. But you're right, it has got a milk punch to it. Yeah, no, really like that.
Well, I'm glad you like it. And I gotta say, I didn't really grow up with a family tradition of peanut brittle, but it sounds like you all did.
Yeah, I guess a southern thing. I don't know if it's specific to Kentucky or anything, but in my family, my aunts made it, and it was a holiday treat. And when I married my husband a really long time ago, his Uncle Gene has perfected a peanut brittle, and I didn't use his recipe because I'm afraid, I don't know if I can make it as good as he
put that out there.
So this is okay. This is this is actually very good. Didn't want to chew it on camera.
No.
But he brings it to every holiday gathering, well, in the season, and in a little tin, everybody fights over it. So Uncle Gene's recipe is going to be a bonus where this is posted.
So it's not top secret.
It's not top secret, no. I was just afraid to make it and not do it right.
All right, well, cheers to fall and family traditions.
Cheers.
And we'll see you all next time on Bourbon
And biscuits.
Cheers.